Hello, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get started using custom color palettes in Dither version 6, where to get them, how to install them, how to load them up, and how to bin off any that you might not like. I'm making this tutorial separately because future Dither tutorials are going to incorporate this system, so I just want one place where I show you how it works. I've got the Studio AAA website open now in front of me, just in this dummy account that I made just for this tutorial, and I'm here in the download section where I've got some textures that we're going to ignore, but the Dither Mac, Windows and Intel versions. But then also here there is some more content that just got added recently. This used to live just in the generic free section on the site, but now it's going to live here going forward and in one other place that I'll show you in a second. But these are packs of color palettes that you can use in any dithering algorithm in Dither. The only place these won't work is the halftone section of the app. I've already got these downloaded, but if you want to get these, just sign into your Studio AAA account, click on refresh software downloads, or if you don't want to do that, just load up Dither, go to settings and go to Discord, and I will put all of them in there in the palette sharing channel going forward, and you can get the exact same files no matter where you are. There won't be like a difference in what you get. So I've got a demo image open here, and I'm just gonna load in any dithering algorithm to start, because you need to load up a color palette first and then come to import palette. Now, if someone else who has Dither has shared a palette that they've made with you, then you can just do individual palette and just import that one singular file that you were sent. But for any that are put out by me or put in the Discord from me, you're going to want to use bulk import and then use from zip file. From here, just navigate to wherever you saved the zip files from, either the site or the Discord to, which is probably our downloads folder. And I've already got a couple of these installed, so I'm just going to install the crystalline pack to begin with. So you don't need to unzip this, you just click on the zip file and click open, and you can see it says 6 palettes imported successfully. And now if I come and change my category from monochrome to all and then just type in the search bar, you'll see I've got the extended versions of this one crystalline palette, and these have installed into the abstract category of Dither color palettes. Now, sometimes when you install a color palette pack, it will introduce a new category. So for example, I installed the Halloween palettes, and you'll notice that I've got in my category drop down a Halloween section, which is full of new palettes as well. The install process for installing a new category is completely the same. So import palette, bulk import from zip file. This time I'm going to select contrasts and it'll import all 17 from that category. And now in my category drop down, I can click on contrasts and browse through these dithering algorithms. There's no functional difference between an imported palette and one you've created or one from the source palettes category. So you can use color depth, you can still animate, you can still change anything that you might have been able to change before. They also work with all algorithms, and the cool thing here is in Dither we distribute colors using the algorithm you've selected. So for example, in this Bayer matrix algorithm, you'll see the colors are being assigned a little bit differently to if we choose Floyd Steinberg. And again, they'll be different if I choose this radial peaks algorithm or artifact modulation. So if you think you've seen everything from one color palette, then you probably haven't. You can try out different algorithms with it and all the usual settings that you'll be able to change. Now, if you import some palettes that I've created or someone else has created and you don't like them, or you just don't want to see the Halloween ones right now because it's spring, you can come to settings, library, scroll down, and then under color palettes, if you just hit this little visibility toggle, that'll hide the entire Halloween category. And if I come back now to categories, you'll see Halloween has disappeared, but I've still got my other custom ones like acid graphics or contrasts. One thing that's fun to do is use an existing palette or one that you've downloaded to create your own. So if I start from the rose bushes palette from the acid graphics category that I just downloaded, but I want to switch this from being purples and greens to blues and reds for whatever reason, I'm just going to click on each color swatch and move the hue slider until the colors are sort of where I want them. So I'm changing all the green tones to blue and all the pink tones to red, kind of like this. You'll see now that the palette says customized. So if I now come to export palette and I name it tutorial demo just for today, and I add it to the category of acid graphics. Click export. I can now share that with another Dither user or in the Discord. One thing just to watch out for if you are saving your own palettes is mistyping a category or just making a new category when you just wanted to add it to one that exists already. So I would just recommend using the drop down basically, so you can make sure it gets caught into a category. If you misspell or if you just enter text that doesn't already have a category assigned to it, then that's where you'll start to lose your palettes. But if I click export now and save that, and then come here to the Dither Discord and go into palette sharing, I'm going to send that in there, and you'll be able to use that palette I just created in your own dithering. And I'm just adding a little epsilon glow to that palette because it always looks cool. If you want to get some cool stuff out of the acid graphics category, combine those palettes with the glow. That's it. That's everything I needed to show you to get started with color palettes. Color palettes disappeared for a little bit because the very loud and frequent feedback when we initially implemented color was that the people who use this software, wanted more options for source palettes. So we've now added more options for source palettes, and I can get back to creating these custom ones because I really enjoy doing these, and obviously giving you them for free as a little optional extra for the people who also enjoy doing the custom colors rather than just the source palettes. But yeah, in the future I might reference this video, so if you watch another tutorial where I use some custom palettes and you found your way back here, now you know how they work and you can continue on with whatever I make next using these. If you're new around here, or if you want some more interesting tutorial content for Dither, got a whole playlist of tutorials. If you've already got Dither, you can even see the unreleased tutorials before they come out just by going to tutorials here, so you can watch them before I publish them. But thank you for watching. If you've got any ideas for palettes, let me know. If you make your own palettes, put them in the Discord and I'll have a look at them. I might use them in a tutorial, and I'll see you in the next video.